And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. On second down, here's Trubisky. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. Third down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Let's go! 3-19!
On third down, Trubisky. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go. 3-19!
Here's Trubisky to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Wentz now on first down. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now Cohen, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Trubisky will throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll begin the drive with Sproles. And now running right through him. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And once again, they go with Sproles. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The play clock's running down. So that'll back him up 5. On second down, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now we have Wentz here, still down on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this offense on third down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and goal. The first throw for the backup Foles. Being chased out left. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And it's 21-3. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
This is Cohen, and he's got some space here. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Sproles. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Second down following the run. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. It's over the middle. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Sproles. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Sproles, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now Trubisky to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now it's Sproles. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Right side, there's Decker. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay?
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Michael Bannon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
All right, now look at good.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Trubisky on third and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on fourth down. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Eagles on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is third and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Wentz to throw again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,